in the fourth quarter. The Bucs leading the Lions 20-16. The Jets and Titans tied at 17. Anthony Richardson having a date to forget. He's thrown 2 picks. The Colts losing at Green Bay 16-3. The Vikings in front of the 49ers 20-14. Injury-riddled game in Minnesota. The Giants lead the Commanders 18-15. Browns in front of the Jaguars 16-10. The Chargers 26, Panthers 3. Along our Compass Media Networks, the Ravens lead the Raiders 16-13, and the Patriots in front of the Seahawks 20-17. Now back to Kevin and Steve in Dallas.
Thank you, Jerry. Later in the broadcast, we'll name the player of the game. Sponsored by Wendy's. Wendy's new saucy nugs are taking nugs to a whole new level. Choose from 7 different flavors for a whole new way to nugs. It's got to be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's. Cowboys in the hole here. 9:34 to go, trailing 41-19 to the New Orleans Saints. Prescott in company with the football. Sets up, throws, and completes to Jalen Tolbert. Again, the Saints just continue to give the Cowboys all that little underneath stuff, the check down stuff. Only one big throw today from Prescott. That came in the scoring play to CeeDee Lamb back in the first half.
Yeah, they'll give him the little 5-yard completions all day long now.
4-man rush coming from New Orleans. Doesn't matter. That's all they need as they swallow up Prescott. Carl Granderson, as we've called his name a number of times today. He got off the edge, little twist to the inside, got past Cooper Beebe, and took down the Cowboys quarterback for another New Orleans sack. Granderson in his 6th year out of Wyoming. 3rd and 12. Prescott steps up out of his own end zone, steps out to his right, throws complete to his tight end, but 3 yards on that one is Kool-Aid McKinstry, who got the start today in place of Marshawn Lattimore.
I think the Cowboys are going for it on 4th and 9 from their 11-yard line, 12-yard line.
Yeah, and you and I were talking is one of the keys to the game with the loss of Marshawn Lattimore, a terrific corner, that the Cowboys would maybe find a way to expose that secondary, but that has been far from the case today. Here comes a blitz. Cowboys pick it up, winding, taking a deep shot. Fight for the football, batted around and knocked down. Pass intended for Jalen Brooks, but back there in coverage, Paulson Adebo. He had the interception earlier in the game. Wisely knocks that one down. May have been able to get the interception, but made the smart play.
And I'll tell you, though, I mean, we've seen Dak Prescott make a lot of great throws over the years. But right there, Jalen Brooks was open over the top there. He was behind Adebo. And Dak threw that ball and was inside again. It just has not been as sharp as as we've been spoiled, or Cowboys fans have been spoiled and used to seeing on a regular basis over the years, especially here at home. So that's just one more thing to put on the list of reasons why the Cowboys have not fared well today.
No. Carr and company take over offensively. Alvin Kamara looking for more as he punches through to the second level of that defense. Malik Hooker there to take him down. 8 yards on that carry. Kamara already 4 touchdowns today as he is serving notice that there is plenty of fuel in the tank.
Yeah, on the career, he's now got 83 touchdowns today. Starting today, he had 79, and he was 71st on the all-time list. But with every touchdown he scores, he climbs a few spots. So he's moving up quite a bit today.
Toss play going to Kamara. Gets to the edge, squares his shoulders, turns up. Marker thrown behind the play. Likely it will get backed up here. 3 yards on the carry. Yeah, and you consider, Steve, that this Dallas defense has only surrendered 6 points in this second half. So having given up 35 25 in the first half, you thought, well, if you could get a little help in your offense, you might have had a chance. But
well, I think a lot of that too has also been the Saints just
taking
trying
the foot
to
off the
close
gas.
it out. Yeah.
Have not been as aggressive.
Right. If you're not feeling threatened, hey, just get through it. Don't show more than you need to show.
Right.
Don't use all your bullets. You know, keep some of them, so show them next week when you need them. And you just you want to keep running the ball as they did right there on second down. They picked up 4 yards. Just want to keep that clock going. Make sure nobody gets hurt and get out of here with a big W.
Well, this will certainly send the vultures circling around this Dallas team, and you can say now at this point on both sides of the football.
Yeah, that was the big concern coming out of the Green Bay game last year, the playoff game, was this defense. Boy, they got exposed against the Packers. Well, they've been exposed today here as well. Every bit as much, if not more so. I mean, you just don't see anybody coming into this place and just running right through this Cowboys defense. It has not happened much during the McCarthy era.
Right.
You know, this team has won 12 games each of the last 3 years. And the expectations are very high.
Well, and when you consider what the number of points in addition to the yardage that the defense has surrendered now in the last 2 games in this building.
Right.
The 26-yard attempt here for Grupe. Only missed today an extra point. This kick is up, and it is good. 5:11 to go as New Orleans extends the lead 44-19. As we remind you, you can stay up to date with everything going on. Be sure to visit CompassMediaNetworks.com. to find our upcoming broadcast schedules and much more. Plus, give us a follow on X and Instagram and Compass Media Net. Now, you hear the chants of Houdat because most of the Cowboy fans started heading for the exits several minutes ago. And we saw on the drive-in here, Steve, that the Saints fan base was going to be pretty well represented today. They paid top dollar for this home opening game. Yeah. And they have been rewarded for their loyalty.
Yeah, Saints fans travel pretty well. I mean, I've seen them in a lot of different venues. They don't travel, obviously, like the Cowboys and the most established NFL franchises. But they travel well. And this Dallas trip's an easy one. They all had it circled, I'm sure. And Dallas will be seeing a lot of black and gold and hearing a lot of Houdat tonight. There's no doubt about it.
Grupe with a high end-over-end kick, and Turpin about 8 yards deep will elect to take the knee. So the Cowboys will get it from the 25 as Cooper Rush will come on and close this one out. The Cowboys officially throwing up the white flag. Oh, the 30, I beg your pardon, with the new kickoff rules. Saints today, 11 pressures, 3 sacks, 2 takeaways. Rush sets and throws. He threw it to Cavante Turpin, who was blocking. And that's kind of indicative of the way this
pretty much sums it up, right?
whole game has gone. As CeeDee Lamb over there talking with Dak Prescott. CeeDee clearly frustrated with the outing today. Had 5 catches last week. Did have the 1 touchdown catch today, but not the CeeDee Lamb that we have become accustomed to seeing. Rush winds and throws. Deep pass across the middle, and Turpin did his best, leaping high, but couldn't haul it in.
Well, I can guarantee you one thing that Dak and CeeDee weren't talking about was where they're going to go spend some of that new money they just got recently. They're going to say, hey, you know, we got to be better. We got to figure out how to be better. And they understand that this franchise is obviously now has made it very clear they're
squarely on their
guys.
shoulders.
Yeah.
New Marquise Vaughn in the backfield. Rush takes the shotgun snap. And again, just an underneath throw. You can't say enough about this Saints secondary. Again, missing Marshawn Lattimore, but they have given no real passing lanes or windows, anything beyond 10, 12 yards.
Well,
all afternoon.
Last year, they were 8th in the NFL, giving up only 19.2 points per game. But when you look at the last 5 games of the season, they only gave up an average of 14.4 points. So that was number 1 in the NFL for that last 5 weeks of the season. And then you take into consideration, last week they only gave up 10 points against the Carolina Panthers. Today, doing a great job against this high-powered Cowboys offense. This defense is playing as well as any defense in the NFL right now.
Bryan Anger finally gets an opportunity to punt it away. Does so. Deep punt here. Rashid Shaheed with a fair catch after the 54-yard boot. 4:09 to go as the fans wearing white and blue streaming out of here quickly for this one. As we remind you, you can join Compass Media Network's Chris Carino in his personal battle against FSH muscular dystrophy. Please visit fightforchris.com for more information.
Well, let's talk about what this means for the Saints now moving forward.
Yeah.
You know, to come in and start the season off the way they have with this revamped offensive staff. You talked about it earlier. They revamped the defensive staff last year and played very good defense throughout last year, carried over into this year as we see the handoff again to, I don't know if it's Kamara or...
Yeah, Jamal Williams gets that carry.
But now this year the focus obviously was on bringing in a new offensive system. Clint Kubiak, you have to consider that experience a success to this point, a rousing success. 40-plus points 2 consecutive weeks. And really, really executing at a high level. This is a team that, if they stay healthy, they're going to scare a lot of people.
Well, and you know this because you played the position at a high level as a quarterback, but it is so critical for the quarterback and the offensive coordinator to be symbiotic, to feel like they are on the same page. And Derek Carr signed off almost immediately on Clint Kubiak. And look, you'd have to say that part of it was due to his pedigree, just knowing, you know, that tree that you talk about that he came from, and having an understanding of the skill set that Derek Carr has along with Alvin Kamara, that they would and be on the same page, and that is certainly shown to be true through the first 2 games of the season.
Well, and we see Jake Haener is in now for Derek Carr, but Derek Carr's been around long enough and understands the difference between the different systems that teams are running. And he's never played in a system from that Shanahan tree.
Right.
You know, they've never had any disciples of Mike Shanahan with the Raiders when he was there. And last year you said Pete Carmichael was the coordinator in New Orleans. I'm sure that when he saw the opportunity to play in this offense where all these quarterbacks are having so much success, he was like, finally, I've been waiting to get a chance to play in that offense.
11-yard carry as the Saints rushing attack is going to put another big crooked number on an opponent here today. And the Cowboys under new DC Mike Zimmer will have a lot of explaining to do and certainly a lot of work to do, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning here at AT&T Stadium. All smiles on the Saints sidelines. They lead at 44-19. More action from the field up next. You're listening to Compass Media Network. This is the NFL.
Paramount Plus is home to stream the NFL on CBS every Sunday, all season long. Catch the Bengals and the Chiefs this Sunday and stream your live local NFL on CBS game all the way through the AFC Championship. Sign up and sign in to Paramount Plus today.
This is the story of the one. As a warehouse manager, her job is to transform chaos into clarity and to see patterns where others see problems. Luckily, she's got a partner who shares her perspective. Grainger offers over 1 million industrial-grade products, backed by real-person support and in-depth online resources, so she can tackle every task with precision and turn potential setbacks into streamlined success. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What's wrong?
My travel rewards card didn't earn enough miles for my vacation.
Are you crying? Are you crying because of that other credit card?
Uh-huh.
Well, switch to the Capital One Venture card. Venture lets you redeem miles on any travel purchase.
Really?
Yep, and you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every single day. The Capital One Venture card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for detail.
Running your own business can feel a lot like running a one-person relay race. When you've got to expand your team, share the baton with Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates to your roster. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
2-minute warning here at AT&T Stadium and a Saints celebration. You could really say after the first 6 minutes of this one, as they jumped out 14 quick points, and they lead it 44-19 as we name our player of the game. And this is one, not an easy choice, as the player of the game sponsored by Wendy's. Wendy's new Saucy Nugs, taking Nugs to a whole new level. Choose from 7 different flavors and a whole new way to Nugs. Gotta be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's, as the Saints will take a knee here. But and you've got Derek Carr with a big day. Rashid Shaheed with another scoring play. His 5th receiving touchdown, Steve, by the way, of 50 yards or more. So big strike capability, but end of the day, that guy wearing number 41, who was a fantasy player's delight a few years ago, I'm not sure who selected him this year, but they're smiling today.
Yes, they are. I mean, I was one of those skeptics in my fantasy. I play one fantasy football league, and I was like, I just don't know if he's still got the juice left in the tank. Boy, I wish I would have pulled the trigger.
180 all-purpose yards today.
Yeah, and we could. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish up 180 all-purpose.
Yeah.
Well, because we could have given it to the offensive line as well.
Yes.
Derek Carr has not been touched, and Alvin Kamara and Jamal Williams and whoever else has run the football for the Saints today, they've been able to get up into that line because those big boys up front have been controlling that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, lots of camera shots of the Dallas defensive players on the sidelines, and they have just looked absolutely bewildered, deer the headlights, shell-shocked, and they will have to look themselves in the mirror this week and get ready for a different kind of rushing attack next week.
But for those fans listening right now, this happens in the NFL. The other team is pretty good a lot of times. These guys are paying a lot of money, and you catch them on the wrong day, and they've got a game plan both sides of the ball to make you look bad. It can happen. Now, the question is, how are they going to prepare next week? How are they going to bounce back against another good football team?
44-19, your final here at AT&T Stadium. Steve and I will be back with some final thoughts and talk more about our Wendy's player of the game, Alvin Kamara. You're listening to the NFL on Compass Media Networks.
Meanwhile, at Herman Physical Therapy.
Fellas, what should we talk about?
Chronic or acute tendinopathies? Super idea, Kirby. Like tenosynovitis or lateral epicondylitis.
Or maybe, Troy, we could use words people understand.
Good thought, Aaron. Physical therapy effectively treats conditions like tennis elbow or chronic heel pain. And with our laser therapy, healing is even faster. Herman Physical Therapy. We get results and make it fun.
Good for the body, good for the soul.
Great things are happening here at Worth Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning. And we're not just hiring. We're expanding and building a brand new future. We're set to unveil a new facility designed for excellence. So if you're an HVAC or plumbing professional who's wanting to elevate your career with innovative projects and exciting challenges, stop on by or apply online today at worthplumbing.com. Worth Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning of Hayes.
Done right because they're worth it.
It's game day, Hayes, and you know what that means. Time to huddle up with Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. Whether you're cheering for the Chiefs, Broncos, Cowboys, or any team in between, Papa Murphy's has you covered with fresh, delicious pizzas made right here in Hayes. Grab a classic pepperoni, a Papa Murphy's Cowboy Pizza, or build your own masterpiece. Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. Order online for fast, convenient pickup, or use the drive-thru, or order inside. Kick off your game day with Papa Murphy's, 27th Street in Hayes.
Get ready for a squeaky clean adventure at Tommy's Express Car Wash in Hayes.
It's time to drive your car around Hayes in style.
And at Tommy's, new subscribers can get a month of car washes absolutely free.
Just download the app, put your details in, and choose the plan that gets you excited.
Yep, and then view your free month during checkout.
And then it's up to you to wash your vehicle, well, whenever you want, with Tommy's Unlimited Car Washes.
Get on your phone and get signed up right now.
Tommy's Express Car Wash, Vine Street, Hayes.
Hey, it's Wyatt, the site leader at Tommy's Express here in Hayes. And whether you're listening to the Wildcats, the Chiefs, or my favorite team, the Broncos, we want you to swing into our car wash here on Vine Street and find out just how shiny we can get your ride.
Hey, it's Chris Elson, and thank you for making your radio home for the NFL. Hayes and Great Bend's #1 hit music station, KISS 104.7.
As a customer-owned cooperative, Midwest Energy members elect their board of directors. Ballots for this year's director election are in the mail and must be completed and returned by October 4th. Election results will be announced at our annual meeting on Monday, October 21st, 10 a.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn in Hayes. We'll give away great door prizes, and all Midwest members are invited to attend. Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative, making energy work for you.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the NFL on Compass Media Networks.
Your home for all the NCAA action in Hayes and Great Bend is KXNC Nest City 104.7 KISS FM.
Back at AT&T Stadium, Saints fans continue to linger and celebrate, and why wouldn't they? Because they watch a dominating performance from their team today as they completely carve up the Cowboys 44-19. And Steve Berline, there's not much left to be said that we haven't already. It was a day where offensively New Orleans got and did whatever they wanted from the opening drive. As you mentioned, they scored on 9 consecutive possessions last week. They had a stretch here today. 6 possessions, a score. Alvin Kamara, 4 touchdowns, our Wednesday's player of the game. And rushing the football, that was the big question today. Could they rush against this retooled Dallas defense? And they did it and then some.
Yeah, not only did they score their first 6 possessions, they scored touchdowns on their first 6 possessions. So that there's a big difference. You know, if you go 3-3, it's a different ball game as opposed to 3 touchdowns, 3 field goals, 6 touchdowns against a defense like the Cowboys. There's a lot of pride. That is a highly regarded defense. No one expected to see that happen today. Derek Carr and the whole Saints offense has got to feel very good about where they're at now, 2 weeks in a row going over 40 points. The Saints, I guarantee you, they're going to be getting on that plane feeling like they got a chance to do something special this year. They deserved it right now. They went out and played it, took it to the Cowboys.
They will host the Eagles next week. The Cowboys, meanwhile, back here at AT&T, taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Special thanks to our fabulous crew, our producer, Danny Miles, engineer, David Friedman. On stats, Hubert Starnes, our spotter, Jeff Bauhert. General manager is Robert Blum, and the executive producer of Compass Media Networks Sports is Tyler Brewer. Now, coming up, we will head back to the studios and join Jerry Recco in the Progressive Insurance Studios. He'll update you on scores from around the league, get you the Capital One final stats report, plus name the Wrangler highlight of the game. For the quarterback, Steve Berline, I'm Kevin Ray saying so long. Good afternoon from AT&T. Saints win at 44-19. You're listening to Compass Media Networks. This is the NFL.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it up. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Oh, I need the rinse straight. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and get
dream. Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
The long-awaited NFL season is finally here. Don't miss a moment of the action with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. When you bundle NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get access to every game every Sunday. That's the most live NFL games all in one place. It's a must-have for any NFL fan. Sign up today at youtube.com/NFLST. Device and content restrictions apply. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games. Excludes digital-only games.
Something amazing is happening in data management. Even though storage needs are constantly changing, companies are only paying for what they need now. That's because CDW customized a Pure Storage Evergreen One SLA-driven storage as a service solution that delivers enterprise-grade hybrid cloud storage that is effortless, efficient, and evergreen. Simplify storage administration with Pure Storage at CDW. Make amazing happen. Find out more at cdw.com/purestorage.
Finding quality candidates for your small business is no little league game, but Indeed can help you cover all your hiring bases. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
The NFL season is underway. Don't miss your chance to be part of the action. Tickets to all regular season games are on sale. Be there live to support your favorite team.
Let's go!
See every epic showdown, every classic rivalry, and every primetime game under the lights, live and in person. Visit NFL.com/tickets to purchase tickets today. Tickets are available through Ticketmaster, SeatGeek, and Sports Illustrated Tickets, members of the NFL Ticket Network.
Welcome back. Tough day for the Cowboys. Good day for the Saints. New Orleans beating Dallas and beating them up at AT&T Stadium 44-19. We will run through all the highlights in just a couple of minutes. But first, we're going to get you caught up on some really fun finishes and some good games right now in the NFL. The Jets right now are about to beat the Titans. They are in the final 20 seconds or so, and the Jets right now holding on to a 24-17 lead. The young Braylon Allen with a couple of touchdowns there for the Jets. Matter of fact, that game has gone final, so the Jets get their first win of the season. The Packers hold on to beat the Colts 16-10. Josh Jacobs, 151 yards on the ground and a touchdown. The Chargers ripped through the Panthers 26-3. In New England, they're in overtime between the Seahawks and the Patriots. New England trying to get to a surprising 2-0 and playing good football. The Lions right now look like they're going to fall to the Bucks. Tampa with the ball in the final seconds, up 20-16. So a good win for Tampa to get to 2-0. Detroit falling at home and falling to 1-1, if indeed that does stick. You've got the Ravens leading the Raiders along our Compass Media Networks 23-16 as they play in the fourth. The Browns in front of the Jaguars 16-13. That game has felt like the Browns were going to win the entire time, and it's gotten much, much closer here in the final couple of minutes. The Commanders are driving. They are tied with the Giants at 18. Couple of things here. One, the Giants lost their kicker, Graham Gano, in pregame warmups, did not have a kicker. So they scored 3 touchdowns, missed the 2-point conversion all 3 times. The Giants then had a 4th and short from the Washington 20-yard line, and instead of kicking the field goal to put them ahead 21-18, they were forced to go for it, didn't get it, and now Washington is coming down the field, and they are in field goal range in the game's final minute. The Vikings lead the 49ers 23-17. Good game there in Minnesota. A bunch of injuries in that game as well. Just underway, you've got the Rams and the Cardinals starting in Arizona. A little bit later, Steelers and Broncos in Denver, and a game that you will hear along our Compass Media Network